Hello. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, March the 6th, 2012. This is Dr. Laster, and I want to talk to you about some issues for the week. Of course, on the mind of everyone, of course, is the test. The exams were not good. I have to wait to do the statistical report for the class, but I can look at the class average and tell that it's somewhere in the 70s, the low 70s. So we'll talk about that. I don't want you to be discouraged. There's a lot of grading left. You have 2 papers. You have a group presentation, as well as a final exam. So, on the exam, 2 of you did not take the exam, so I sent you an email because I don't know what happened. On the exam, some of you went over on the time. I've had multiple attempts on there because I wanted you to have an attempt to get back on if you were bumped off, and some of you used that as an attempt to try to retake the test, but Blackboard notifies me of that. So no, you can't do that. The number of attempts was set to 3 in case you got bumped out of the system and you need to go back in. So whatever grade I received first was the grade for you. So make sure that you watch it on the final, that even if it lets you go over on time, do not. I will reset it for the final so that it will automatically bump you out once you have used your time. However, on the final, you will receive more time, though. I believe the university allows 2.5 to 3 hours for the final exam, which you will need because the final exam will be 100 questions, which actually is a good thing in a way because it allows you to miss more items and still successfully pass. But we're going to talk about some ways that we're going to give you an opportunity to enhance your grade. So please do not panic at this point. I want you to be encouraged. So we have a long way to go. So let's talk. Participation. I'm going to try to start this over in the freshest manner as possible. What I'm going to start doing, of course, you're going to get Chapter 7 today. We're starting next week with Chapter 8. You will get your assignments and your lecture on Monday. That way you'll have an extra day to get them done. I'm still getting assignments from Chapters 5 and 6, and that is just, I'm sorry, but that's not going to be acceptable as the semester goes on. You will need to retrieve your lecture and assignments on Monday, starting next week, and get them turned by that Friday at midnight. That is more than fair, even for those of you that work. So, we'll do that. Extra credit. I said previously that you had to choose one project. However, due to the grades, I will let you do more than one project. As you can do them all. There was a CNN for those of you that did that. There was the Social Day Legislature, which is today, for those of you that went to that. I posted another extra credit opportunity on the course materials for a lecture on Black and Brown that will be presented by a UT professor on April the 18th in the chemistry building, and the details are on the flyer. That presentation is April the 18th, so you will have until the last day of class to email that to me so I can have that for your grade. So you can do that then, so that gives you more extra credit. Also, what you're going to find too in the course materials extra credit is the crash extra credit. What I did for my face-to-face classes, I showed them the movie Crash. I gave them some questions to answer, and that has to be done in reaction paper format and turned by April the 3rd. So I posted that for you as well on the questions. I own the movie, so I showed it to them. The IT department, of course, has said that I cannot put that on the web. That is a violation of copyright infringement. Sorry. But you can rent it on Amazon.com for $2.99 if you choose to do so, or you can buy it, I believe, for it's $9.99. It's a great movie to have. It won the Oscar for Best Movie in 2004, 2005. It stars Academy Award-winning actress Sandra Bullock, even though she did not win for that particular endeavor. It's very good. It challenges a lot of negative as well as positive stereotypes that you learn about in the first half of the course. So that assignment, should you choose to do it, will be due on April the 3rd. Okay, I've already talked about lecture posting. So today's lecture is posted by the time you receive this video. It will be up. And then just a reminder that the assignments will now be due Friday at midnight, so that gives you 5 days to get that done. For those of you that want to talk to me individually about your grades, please feel free to email me. As I said before, if you have an iPhone version 4 or higher, you can call me at 817-312-6940 and we can FaceTime. I'm working on your presentations. I have not received everyone's topic, so I may be emailing you if I cannot find your topic, and if so, I need it as soon as possible. The easiest way to do those would be to Skype, and we can do them as groups, and I could then record each group's presentation and let you look at each other's. However, I learned from doing the video presentation at the beginning of the course that many of you don't have web camera technology. You don't have a way to do that, so we'll have to talk about that. Alright, I will sign off for now because YouTube doesn't like these videos to be too terribly long in terms of uploading and that kind of thing. But I think that's all that I needed to cover for now. Participation is a certain percentage of your grade. So, unless I've emailed you, then you've gotten, I think it was, I don't have the syllabus in front of me, I think it's 10%, so unless you got an email from me addressing your participation, you've gotten all 5%, which means that you have an A at this point regarding participation. You have the maximum amount of points possible. So, progress reports go out this week. They will not be good for a lot of people because I really don't have a whole lot of grades to do at this point. For those of you that did not take the test, you will probably receive an incomplete on the progress report, and then once we get this situation worked out with your grade, then I can go back in and change it. But for now, you'll get an incomplete. And I probably don't have more grades to go off of, but you will, and there's a lot more that you can do in the meantime. So please, please, please do not be discouraged. But if you do want to consider your options, the last day to drop a course for this semester is Friday, March the 30th. Alright, well, I'll send another one next week, and then the week after, next week, is spring break. So there will be no assignments, no reading, none of that. You will have the week off. I think you have a paper due that next week, so look at the calendar. And I will sign off for now. Thank you.